It's time for Reading with Miss Nickerson. Today we are going to read a Guardians of the Galaxy story called A Quiet Place. Anybody know what time it is? Asked Star-Lord. Not again, groaned Rocket. This guy gets it, crowed Star-Lord. It's mixtape time. Peter, please, Gamora said. Make it stop, shouted Drax. I came here for sleep, not to shake whatever a groove thing is. Yeah, Quill, added Rocket. I'm trying to concentrate here. I am Groot, said Groot, dropping his playing cards in annoyance. Peter had just found a new mixtape on one of the Guardians' missions, and while the others were trying to relax on this deserted asteroid, Star-Lord was too busy dancing to listen to them complain. Let's all just take a breath in. Gamora was interrupted by a beeping noise from the Milano. Ah, great! The emergency beacon, grumbled Rocket. The group headed to their ship. Greetings, Guardians of the Galaxy, said an alien on their monitor. The government of the planet Drakentham would like to employ your services. The alien explained that a band of intergalactic pirates was hiding out on Drakentham, a planet known for its complete silence, and that the Guardians were needed to kick the pirates off Drakentham for good. We'll do it, Star-Lord agreed. In no time, the Guardians had tracked down the pirates on a remote Drakentham beach. Put your hands where we can see them, Star-Lord shouted as he dropped from the Guardian's ship. He waved his blaster in his hand. Gamora threw him an angry look. What? Star-Lord asked. Gamora didn't answer. She just put her finger to her lips. It was just like Star-Lord to forget the only rule of their mission. He mouthed, sorry. Then he studied the landscape, which was almost eerily quiet. For wanted criminals, these pirates were following Drakentham's silence laws to the letter. Before he could think too much about it, Star-Lord found himself leaping out of the way of a laser blast. The pirates were firing at them just as the rest of the Guardians landed on the beach. Surprisingly, their laser fire was as silent as the pirates themselves. The Guardians were overwhelmed. Star-Lord realized that without any leadership, the team was going to lose this fight, and quickly. He was going to have to break the silence. Rocket, Groot, take out the guns, shouted Star-Lord. Gamora, Drax, force them back. The plan worked, but just as the Guardians trapped the pirates in one of the beach's many caves, the ground began to rumble and shake. A large dragon-like beast suddenly burst out of the caves, and it didn't look happy. Ah! Star-Lord shouted as he ran for cover. The dragon followed him, shooting white-hot flames out of its mouth. Quill! Gamora yelled. The dragon turned its head toward her. The thing's attracted to sound, called Rocket as he, too, sought cover from the flames erupting from the beast's mouth. Captain Blabbermouth there woke it up. Drakentham's need for complete silence suddenly made sense. Without speaking, Gamora ran toward the Guardian's ship. She had an idea. You like sound, buddy? She thought to herself as she reached the Milano. I'll give you sound. Gamora was running out of time, but then her eye landed on exactly what she needed. Gamora grinned. Bingo. Meanwhile, the dragon had cornered Star-Lord. It snapped its massive jaws at the hero and began to advance. Then suddenly, it stopped. Gamora had Star-Lord's boombox raised over her head, playing his new mixtape. The Guardians took advantage of the dragon's distraction and rushed back into their ship. As the Milano took off, the strange beast followed close behind. It seemed that not only could the dragon survive in space, but he could also somehow hear the music in the Guardian's ship all the while, and he liked what he was hearing. The Guardians led the dragon all the way back to the deserted asteroid, where they had received the call from Drakentham. Gamora descended from the Milano and gently placed the boombox in the center of a large crater. As Gamora walked back to the Milano, Star-Lord looked longingly out the ship's window at the beast. It had curled around his boombox and fallen asleep. The Guardian's ship flew off into deep space. I'm really gonna miss that tape, mumbled Quill. Gamora looked at him sympathetically, but she didn't reply. In fact, no one did. No one was arguing. No one was even speaking. The Guardians of the Galaxy were too busy enjoying some well-earned peace and quiet. The end.